Cool. We're live. We did it. But yeah, so you have to like set up your stream first and then have it run from OBS, and then you have to hit go live up here and then it'll run it. But it's nothing crazy. So, but we'll probably get started. We'll just go ahead and get started first, and then as people come in, we will do it. But for people that are watching this after the fact, because I know a bunch of people do, what up? Welcome to the stream. This is GW. He's hanging out with me today. We're gonna go through some session stuff. We're gonna go through some tuning stuff, kind of finish up some of the tuning that we worked on yesterday, and then we're going to, depending on how far we get, we might track some more guitars today. So yeah, that's the general gist of the plan. So for those that were here yesterday, move my camera over. For those that were here yesterday, we are continuing on the same project. There's Art and Everything project that we were working on yesterday. Let me make sure this gets fixed on the screen. Yes, it did. Okay, cool. Working on the same There's Art and Everything project we worked on yesterday. And yeah, I'm gonna kill this music. All right, so all right, I'll let you listen to the instrumental first, kind of get a sense of what we're doing.
I haven't learned that.
So it's a weird like artsy alt pop sound. Harmonics on guitars. Super cool grungy bass. Combo of these are glitched out versions of the other drums, and this is like a weird glitchy loop that I made for it. Yeah, so that's all. This is 4 different guitar harmonics I used to build so I played each individual harmonic one at a time and then built the chord with it, but then I panned them around. So as it's building the chord, it's like ping-ponging.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you just hit it.
I just hit one at a time, and then I panned them around. So they're all on different tracks. So it like goes wide to center. And then it's like a gated tremolo thing. That's like a bass running through a guitar amp. That sounded really cool. And I wanted that like very fuzzy kind of thing. And then that's like 4 guitar tracks of tremolo. Yeah. Yeah. So it's very much from like post rock. If you've ever listened to like instrumental post rock stuff, it kind of comes from that genre. So then we have all of the vocal tracks. So now that you kind of have a sense of where it is,
what you want is me. Charlie stands on the door, waste away for the monolith, while you're begging for more. Where to get that sense of confidence? What's your favorite brand of hope? Juxtaposed moral overload, how would we know?
So you get that, and I think this is.
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing.
So we have doubles here. Some of this is gonna get copied over here, and then this is like. This is a cacophony of stuff over here. So it's.
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing.
And then we have a dude screaming.
No matter what you do, it's the wrong.
And then we have
No matter.
the main.
No matter
The-
what
and the
you
double.
do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run?
And then we have.
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing.
Just a low octave of the chorus, and then what is
Consume until the
it's just a low scream. So yeah, so they wanted like just massive vocal cacophony at the end of the song, and then at the very end of the song, it like goes.
Please keep asking for it. Consume until the day you die.
So then here, it's gonna crossfade. It's gonna. I have to do this on the master bus, but it's gonna crossfade into basically a giant wash, reverb wash. So I'm gonna start it dry, and then I'm gonna automate the mix of a reverb on the master bus to just like slowly over time, just like wash everything out, and then when it ends, it'll just be like. So it'll kind of disintegrate into nothing is kind of the idea. So also, I'm going to put this down here. To the stream. There you go. All right. So first things first, we gotta. There's a couple things we need to do. First, I need to figure out the key because I don't.
You're begging for more. Where to get that sense of confidence? What's your favorite brand of hope? Juxtaposed moral overload. How would we know? No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run? And it's
It's a weird key. feels like it's in E minor. 'Cause it does a couple weird accidental things. So I mean the best way to do it is just to like. So I have like a preset. There's a couple things that I'm gonna do actually. I'm gonna throw my master bus on because I like it to feel just like a little more done. So I'm gonna throw my master bus in, but I'm gonna take this compressor off.
And this is your preset.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got EQ on it, like what I generally like to work with. A distortion plugin that I use just for a little bit of like saturation. A compressor that I will sometimes use, and then God Particle, which is just a different compressor, which I also use. It's got a limiter on it. And then a maximizer. That is just like a make louder plugin, basically. So that's just, I mean, I'm not a mastering engineer, but that's like the rough idea of it. And then, so I basically mix into this anyway. But I also like working in this because it just,
While you're begging for more,
it just makes everything feel a little more polished. Oh, there's one thing I didn't show you. This gritty chords thing down here, the pink track, is it's really funny. It's a fax machine that I've distorted and then repitched based on what the chords need to be. So well, so my goal was to try to not have any like normal rhythm in this, because like all the guitars, there's no rhythm guitars in this song. The only rhythm is the bass and the drums, but like there's no rhythm instrument. Like what would be like where the guitars would go in the space. So yeah, it's a weird little doodad, but it works. Anyway, so all that feels a little better. We'll definitely go through and do some more mixing of this stuff later as we kind of get working through it. But I want to start with the verses. I have another preset, the vocal preset that I like to use. And then what I've been doing is putting this here and then getting an auto-tune plugin to just kind of help with some of the key stuff.
what you want is me. Kylie stands on the door, waste away for the monolith. While you're begging for more, where'd you get that sense of confidence? What's your favorite brand of
So there's a couple notes that we need to fix here and there. I'm going to turn the tuning off. And then also I'm going to, for just a sense of space, on this song, which was the second song on the record, I built some verb sends and delay sends that I really liked. So these are going to be the verb sends and delay sends for the record. I'm kind of using variations of them on every single song. Sometimes I'll change them out if I need to, something specifically, but
using the same ones that maintain that kind of sense.
yeah, kind of sense of continuity. Mainly, I've actually really liked this delay a whole lot. It's called the Baby Come Back by Baby Audio. It's got a really nice analog delay. I think it's free.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, I think it's
Need
free.
plug in.
Yeah, Baby Audio. They make some really good free stuff. Fantastic little delay. So I can show you what each of these do real quick. I'm gonna send. So do you understand the concept of what sends are?
Give me a refresher.
Okay, so Let me get all these set up real quick. All right. So you have your main track, and you can put plugins on your. What's up, dinosaurs? How you doing, bro? So you have your main track, and then you can put plugins on your main track. Now you could just grab like a delay and throw it here, right? Or you could create a send. And what a send does is you have your main like track, and then the send copies the output and then literally sends it to another track, which would be like, you know, I have a send going to vocal verb 1, vocal verb 2, vocal delay 2. And so it copies the output of this and sends it over to these send channels, which generally use for like effects, or you can also people use it for like parallel drum compression a lot of times, or like a distortion send if you want to have like, there's just some cool ways you can use it.
So you won't have to copy the audio track and do another whole channel.
Exactly. It saves you. Yeah. And like, especially if you're doing vocals, it's really helpful and you want them to sound like they're all in the same place. Yeah. You can do this. But also it's helpful because, so like technically you could make a group. You could make a group track for all of your vocals and just put a verb plugin on that. Yes, but you might want to send, you might have all of your levels right, but then you may want to send less, may want to send more of the BGVs to the verbs, and then maybe like less verb on the lead track, but a little more on the delay track. So it kind of gives you a little more flexibility with all that stuff. So yeah, let's listen to what each one of these sounds like. I'll leave this tuning on.
What you want is me.
So this is just a little plate.
Countless stands on the door, waste away for the monolith, while you're begging for more. Where'd you
This
get
song's
that
faster.
sense of
I'm gonna turn the speed down.
confidence? What's your favorite brand of oil?
But it's just like a general, like it widens the vocal a little bit, gives it like a sense of space. I kind of got it where I wanted it. The next one is vocal verb 2, and this is like the big reverb.
What you want is me. Countless stands on the door,
So I've been putting
waste away for the monolith, while you're begging for more.
So there's that one. Kind of does like a little more space to it. And then the delay, delay 1 is the Baby Come Back plugin.
What you want is me. Countless stands on the door.
Now what you'll notice, that is actually being ran into the vintage verb. So I'm sending the vocal to the delay, but then the delay is getting sent to the verb first and then to the master, because I want the delay to get meshed in with the real vocal and also not be quite as like obvious, like a delay, like, you know what a delay, like just straight up like delay sound. Yeah. So it kind of gives me a little bit more of a, I don't know, sense of space, better meshes the vocal. Yeah, it sounds more like an echo. So yeah.
What you want is me.
So I've been
Countless stands on the door, waste away for the monolith.
And then the last one is just like a widening.
What you want is me. Countless stands on the door, waste away for the monolith.
And then when we put them all together,
What you want is me. Cali stands or the door, whisked away for the monolith, while you're begging for more. Where'd you get that sense of confidence? What's your favorite brand of hope?
So it gives it a nice sense of space, especially when you start stacking vocals with all of them on it. It's very nice. So now that we got those ready, we're going to turn this off and we're going to dive into Melodyne. So as a more of a recent thing, Melodyne is built into Pro Tools, which is super helpful. So I kind of use Melodyne as a plugin down here now, and all it does is just read all of the audio that's here.
That's convenient.
Yes, super convenient. So I can make changes, I can cut stuff out, and I can move these, and Melodyne will keep track with where I am in the project with stuff. So insanely helpful. And then we want this to go to E minor. And then this, snap to chord scale. Don't want it to be too much.
What you want is a myth. Cali stands or the door.
So now we got to go through and massage the vocal.
What you want is a myth. Cali stands or the door. What is a myth? Cali stands or the door. The Cali stands or the door, whisked away for the monolith, while you're begging for more. Where Cali stands or the door, whisked away for the monolith, while you're begging for more. Where'd you get that sense of confidence?
So
Wow. Where'd you get that sense of confidence?
this one. So right here you can see the notes. He kind of like lifted it up on the end of the note. So I'm going to drag it down.
Where'd you get that sense of confidence? What's your favorite brand of hope? Juxtaposed moral overload. How could we know?
Ben's fine. So now we turn this back on. I'm going to actually pull the humanize up a little bit more, make it feel a little more natural. Turn the retune speed down so it's not. The retune speed is like 0 is at full T-Pain, and this is at, it's basically not even on. So this like just kind of centers the pitch a little bit more rather than like tunes it hard tuning. Like here, I'll
Where'd you get that sense of confidence? What's your favorite brand of hope? Juxtaposed
Yeah.
moral
Travis Scott.
overload. How could we know?
It still allows for like bends and stuff when you pull it back, and so I like it in like that 130 to 100 range sometimes whenever I'm just using it to like lift a vocal. So now
What you want is a myth. Cali stands or the door, whisked
Probably won't use the delay
away
on this
for
one
the
'cause it's a verse.
monolith, while you're begging for more. Where'd you get that sense of confidence? What's your favorite brand of hope? Juxtaposed moral overload. How could we know?
cool. There was a one timing thing.
Where'd you get that sense of confidence? What's your favorite brand? What's your favorite?
That's early. So let's go.
Babe,
It's this note. let's go to the timing part. And then I want to slide it over slightly.
Baby, what's your favorite brand?
Not quite. So, and to do that, you have the timing tool selected. You click on the little like line that's right here, and then you hit option, and you can drag it.
What's your favorite brand of?
And now I need to slide this one over slightly.
What's your favorite brand of? Oh,
There you go. So now it feels more natural.
that sense of confidence. What's your favorite brand of? Oh, juxtaposed moral overload. How could we know?
There's a little bit of stuff in here I need because it's starting to get annoying. That it's all this noise. And if I would recommend a plugin to anybody, it's this ProQ plugin, because you can listen to stuff and then just like.
The isolation is.
Yeah. So 2, I explained this a little yesterday. 2 is where your enunciation for your words is. So 2K in a vocal is where the enunciation of your mouth is. So it becomes really hard to hear a vocal sometimes when you have a lot of 2K buildup, which generally happens in like the cymbals and a lot of guitar. Like that tends to have a lot of 2K. So like that can fight with the vocal sometimes. So sometimes when you're like, it's not that the vocal's not loud enough or that the drums are too loud. It's that they're just like masking each other. That's when you have to start going in with EQ and carving out space for stuff. Yeah, so we're that sounded like a White Stripes song to me when I did it, because I played a lot of this guitar. So yeah, we'll keep on going on the verses now.
Riding shell.
I'll get rid of that. Pull back Melodyne. All right. Zoom tool, and let's scale it back so we can kind of see everything again.
Riding shell of a tail. Riding shell of a tail. Riding shell of a tail. Body dragging the soul. We evolve just to feel.
Just to
Have just to feel. We evolve just to feel.
and like this dip is a little weird. He went a little too hard on the dip. Let's like pull it down. So I'm using the pitch modulation tool for that. So what it kind of controls vibrato or any like weird dips. It's basically if you pull it down all the way, it flattens the line. So now we just like use that to control.
We evolve just to feel.
And then I like the dip down, but the dip back up is kind of killing me. So let's grab a split tool, cut this into 2 notes. Select the note that's dipping down, bring it down to where it matches, and then use the modulation tool to flatten it down.
We evolve. evolve just to feel.
It's absolute wizardry.
We evolve just to feel how price life takes its toll. Where'd you get that sense of confidence?
What up, Ken K? I'm using Pro Tools today. I'm normally an Ableton user, but I edit and mix all of my stuff in Pro Tools because Ableton sucks with when it comes to editing, in my opinion. And Pro Tools has like all of this Melodyne like crossover stuff. It is super convenient with just being able to hop around.
Where'd you get that sense of confidence?
So
Where'd you get that sense of confidence? What's your favorite brand of oil? Where'd you get that sense of confidence? What's your favorite brand of oil?
all right, let's lift this up.
Where'd you get that sense of confidence? What's your favorite brand of oil? Predisposed, walk in the road.
Nope, that was the wrong note. So I don't want to mesh that one down too much because I like the way it sounds. It read it as flat.
Walk in the road.
Now I gotta massage
Predisposed, walk in the road. Predisposed, walk in the road. It goes to show.
Cool. I want to lift these up a smidge. And then
Baby brand of where'd you get that sense of confidence? What's your favorite brand of
okay, so favorite is too slow. Let me check it in context, make sure that's
Where'd you get that sense of confidence? What's your favorite brand of
so this is actually too early.
evolve just to feel how price life takes its toll.
So
Rotting shell,
this is actually a little early.
rotting shell of a tail, body dragging the soul.
And then this is now early.
Body dragging the soul. We evolve just to fit.
And like all that's now late early.
We evolve just to feel how price life takes its toll.
All right. So this is the getting the vocal to sit in the right place.
Feel how price life takes its toll.
So now takes is a little off. So let's grab
Feel
this.
how price life takes its toll.
Takes its.
Feel how price life takes its toll.
To oh.
Feel how price life takes its toll. Feel how price life.
Yeah, a little early. Yeah. So let's drag that over.
Feel how price life takes its toll.
There you go. That feels great. And then
Where'd you get that sense of confidence? What's your favorite brand of oil? Predisposed, walk in the road. It goes to show.
so now we gotta do some massaging of these areas. So
Where'd you get that sense of confidence?
and then pull this over
What's your favorite brand of
because he gets back on
What's your favorite
there.
confidence? What brand of old, predisposed, forking the road it goes to show.
So there's like one word in here.
Baby, brand of old, what's your favorite? What's your favorite brand of favorite brand of old, predisposed, forking the road it goes to show.
There we go. So listen to the whole thing now.
Rotting shell of a tail, body dragging the soul. We evolve just to fail. High price life takes the soul. Where'd you get that sense of confidence? What's your favorite brand of old? Predisposed, forking the road it goes to show. No matter what you
Cool. There's still a little bit of work that needs to go into it.
rotting shell of a tail.
So like that is like ever so slightly.
Rotting shell of a tail, body dragging the soul.
And then
Rotting, dragging the soul. We evolve.
so again, just like a little bit. It's all about that feel because it needs to be like on the upbeat.
Yeah.
And so it's important that it like falls in between those kicks.
We evolve just to fail. High price life takes the soul. Where'd you get that sense of confidence? What's your favorite brand of old? Predisposed, forking the road it goes to show.
That already feels so much better. Cool. And that's the verses.
So buy what you
So what I'm gonna do,
matter what you do.
I'm just going to
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run? I've enough.
So I'm gonna not worry about that first one. And I'm going to use these three to replace this. Because it's the same part, it's sung the same way, it's the same energy. So you might as well just do everything one time. So now we're gonna go through and do basically the same thing. I'm just gonna pull the same because we changed like keys and stuff here. So I'm gonna do this. And I'm not going to pull that delay, but I am going to pull that delay.
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run everything you love? And it's okay if you don't like it. There's no time to fight it. You're never gonna have enough.
So now this song's about consumerism, if you can't tell.
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run?
So what we're going to do is we're going to knock out this whole main chorus, and then I'm going to show you a thing that's going to blow your mind that will make making these a lot easier. We're going to have to tune everything first, but after that it'll get a lot simpler. So first things first, Let's focus in on this first chorus. Let's keep the drums in, but I'm going to pull them down.
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing.
So I have a sense of the rhythm.
No matter.
All right. So like 80%.
No matter what you.
Oop, not the timing. No matter.
No matter what you do. No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they wrong? No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run everything you love?
All right. You.
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run everything you love? And it's okay if you don't love. And it's okay if you don't like it. There's no time to fight. There's no time to fight. There's no time to fight.
There it is.
Like it. There's no time to fight it.
Oh, it needs to be lower.
Like it. There's no time to fight it.
A little lower.
Like it. There's no time to fight
There we go.
it. You're never gonna have enough.
Cool. That's the first half. So there's some timing, a couple timing things we need to fix here.
No matter what you do, it's the.
So I want it to be a little.
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing.
Thing.
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run?
Don't you know they? Don't. Don't. You know they.
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run everything you love?
Run is like a little early.
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run everything you love? And it's okay if you don't like it.
Okay.
No matter.
Back half.
And it's okay if you don't like it.
Kit.
And it's okay if you don't like it. There's no time to fight it. You're there. You don't like it. There's no time to fight it. You're never. You don't like it. There's no time to fight it. You're never gonna have enough.
Cool. So we'll continue on with that.
So buy what you want. Do
What you want.
So buy what you want. Do what you want. Just want. So buy what. So buy what you want. Do what you want. Dissociate from every. So buy what you want. Do what you want.
So he got a little wild with his vocals, so I'm gonna squash all of them down.
You want to. So buy what you want. Do what you want.
You want.
So buy what you want. Do what you want. Dissociate from everything you buy. We're begging you, ignore it. Please keep asking for it. Consume until the day you die.
All right. Cool.
So buy what you want.
So let's go to the timing parts. Little early.
So buy what you want. Do what you want.
You want.
So buy what you want. Do what you want. Dissociate from that.
Dissociate.
So So buy what you want, do what you want, dissociate from everything you buy. Dissociate from everything.
Thing. I can tell it especially because that's where the snare lands.
Dissociate from everything you buy.
And then it makes you early.
Dissociate from everything you buy. We're begging you, ignore it. Please keep asking.
And then please is like a hair early.
Dissociate from everything you buy. We're begging you, ignore it. Please keep asking for it. Consume until the
Zoom.
dissociate from everything you buy. We're begging you, ignore it. Please keep asking for it.
4.
Please keep asking for it. Consume until the day you die.
We'll die a little late. Let's see how it sounds.
Till the day you die.
That was the wrong section.
You die. You die. So
And this one.
so day you die.
Let's pull this one back over.
Day you die.
Cool. So, in context.
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run everything you love? And it's okay if you don't like it. There's no time to fight it. You're never gonna have enough. So buy what you want, do what you want. Dissociate from everything you buy. We're begging you, ignore it. Please keep asking for it. Consume until the day you die.
Sweet. So now, well, not now. Next up, we go to the next vocal, but we aren't going to do the timing on this vocal. And I'll show you why, which will actually make this a lot faster. So we'll go to the next two. And then I'm just going to copy. All right.
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run everything you love? And it's okay.
All right. So let's just go to 1 and then start this process.
No matter what you do.
What?
What? No matter what you do. No matter what you do, it's the wrong. Wrong. No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run? No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run? Don't you know they run everything you love? And it's okay. And it's okay if you don't like it. And it's okay if you don't. And it's okay if you don't like it. There's no time to fight it. You're never gonna have enough.
Cool. And the next half.
So buy what you want, do what you want. So buy what you want, do what you want. Dissociate from you buy what from everything. Dissociate from dissociate from everything you buy. We're begging you, ignore it, please. We're begging you, ignore it. Please keep asking for it. We're begging you, ignore it. We're begging you, ignore it. Please keep asking for. Please We're begging you, ignore it. Please keep asking for it. Consume until the day. We're begging. Consume until the day you die.
Cool. And then the other half. So all I'm doing is just making sure that they are like tuning wise the same.
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't.
All right. So it's same ordeal. So all this does is center every pitch.
Yeah.
That's why I keep doing this, and that's why I don't do it 100%. I'm doing it at like 80%. What it does is it grabs all the pitch and puts it to key, and then centers everything as much as it can.
Gets it in the ballpark.
Yeah, exactly.
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run everything?
That's why some of them like that are like the wrong note technically, because it was probably really sharp and like so this pitch center was a little closer to just the wrong note.
No matter what you do, it's the wrong.
Like
no
that.
matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't. No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run everything?
Let's drop you down like a schmid. So this is like offsetting the pitch slightly, and I'm just doing that to counterbalance. Like maybe he's speaking really loudly, so it's making it go sharp, but it's technically still the right note, but it's like a cent sharp. So it's not like exactly. So I'm kind of just
No
using my
matter
ears to
what you
massage.
do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run everything you love? And it's okay if you don't like. And it's okay if you don't like. And it's okay if you don't like it. There's no time to fight it. You're never gonna have. You're never gonna have enough.
Cool.
So buy what you want.
Too high.
So buy what you want. Do what you want. Dissociate from.
Dissociate.
Do what you want. Dissociate from everything you buy. Do what you want. Dissociate from everything you buy. We're begging you, ignore it. Please keep asking
So let's flatten that note because it's.
for it. Do what you. We're begging you.
We're back, so
We're begging you, ignore it. Please keep asking for it. Consume.
same for that. Let's squash that one.
We're begging you, ignore it. Please keep asking for it. Consume until the day. We're begging you, ignore it. Please keep asking for it. Consume until the. We're begging you, ignore it. Please keep asking for it. Consume until the day you die.
Cool. So now I'm gonna grab this. I'm going to go to Melodyne, hit render. It's gonna render all of the edits I made on that first track, which I probably shouldn't have done that yet because I still have to do all this. But we'll get there. Actually, I can do it without rendering it. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna use a plugin called Vocaline, and it's literally gonna take this track as a guide. I'm making sure that the beginning and ends are all the same. So let's do that real quick. I'm in grid mode. Let's make sure the beginning and ends are all the same for everything. All right, and then I hit this first one. So this is what I want to be the guide, the main. I hit capture, puts it in the plugin, and I select this one. And I'm going to put this one on the dub track, one on low flexibility, and I hit spot. I'm going to do the same thing to this one. Capture that into the dub track, hit spot. Now,
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't Don't you know they run everything you love?
They are like on.
And it's okay if you don't like it. There's no time to fight it. You're never gonna have enough.
Now let me show you what it sounded like before I did that.
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run everything you love?
So now we go through and let's.
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run?
The difference is it being pretty close to it being spot on.
Yeah, it's crazy, and like there's still a couple tuning problems, but now that they're closer, you can hear more tuning problems. So now you can go back in on a second instance of Melodyne and retune those spots just to be a little closer to the main. Or like what I like to do is I like to run this actually significantly harder on the doubles.
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run everything you love?
So that sounds pretty close. Saved you a little bit of time. I also turned these way more down than they are right now. But now we can listen to them in context.
No matter what you...
Oh, actually, let's do the guide track for this. So we capture, and then we go to the double, make sure beginning and end are the same, make it the dub track, and then we spot. And then we go here, make sure the beginning and ends match, capture it into the dub section, because that's what's selected, and then you hit spot it.
Gonna have enough. So buy what you want, do what you want, dissociate from everything you buy. We're begging you, ignore it. Please keep asking for it. Consume until the day you die.
So what it does is it takes, and like what it's doing is taking the guide information and saying here are the peaks and valleys and phrases of these words, and then theoretically these are the exact same words being sang the exact same way. So then you make that the dub track, and it matches that information to the guide information, and then just like moves all of the transients from pieces of words and where the R's and the S's and the T's are, and like matches all of the phrasing, which is crazy. Once again, wizardry.
That technology is insane.
Once again, wizardry.
I'm wondering, for a chorus, sometimes you want to hear the kind of the difference.
Yes. So you wouldn't do it on a chorus probably. And most of the time with a choir, I've found I tend to track multiple people in a room. You can't use this with that anyway, because you have multiple voices and it can't track all of the subtle differences in people's phrasings and stuff.
So you still double track or multi-track the vocals just for one person, and then aligning them. What's the audible difference?
Like
'Cause if
purpose?
like if they get so exact, then it's like.
So I'm panning one hard left, one hard right, and then I'm actually going to EQ these slightly differently. So like this one, because we'll actually have a darker EQ, and this one will also have a darker EQ. And it won't be so exact that they will be like the same take. So, and because it can't be, there are multiple different tracks of the same take. So what it'll do is it actually thickens up the vocal, and especially in denser sections. So this is no doubles.
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run everything you love? And it's okay if you don't like it. There's no time to fight it. You're never gonna have enough.
It's subtle, but it makes it the vocal more present. Like it pushes it forward a little more. So, and there's there's some EQ stuff we'll do where we'll like compress all of those together slightly to make it feel a little more like one voice. And that's why I'll go back through probably and like tune those a little bit more. Yeah. So, and then we have this section.
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run everything you love? And it's okay.
So now the way that this is going to be done, the only reason I know this is because I worked on this at the tracking stage. But the way this is going to be done, so like I want these to be the same, and I'm going to copy this over here. And it should be like basically the same.
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run everything you love? And it's okay if you don't like it. There's no time to fight it. You're never gonna have enough.
Sweet. So then it's the same. And then I will, these will definitely be like down here. Because I want them to be present, but I don't want them to be so. I don't want you to be able to hear them. I want you to be able to feel them more than hear them. And obviously, this is like very much a mixing stage thing, but I just want it.
It's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run everything you love? And it's okay if you don't like it. There's no time to fight it. You're never gonna have enough.
That's even more subtle. It widens
No
the
matter
vocal.
what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run everything you love? And it's
crazy. So, but it's the subtlety of it that makes it important. So yeah, now we're gonna go over here. So these are different because, like I said, the idea of the end of this song is just like cacophony of sounds. So the difference here,
no matter what you do, it's the
we have the ad lib. I'm gonna get rid of that.
no matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run everything you love? And it's okay if you don't like it. There's no time to fight it. You're never gonna have enough. So buy what you want, do what you want, dissociate from everything you buy. We're begging you.
So the idea is that they're just gonna be very loose now, so, except for the low is probably going to match the main. So like these two, this one and this one will get pretty tight because I want them to feel the same. But like these, I want to feel like just more vocals doing a similar line, but that aren't so much the same. And then the screaming thing, I'm gonna
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing.
I'm gonna distort it, compress it pretty heavy, and then like tuck it in the background to just add more aggression to everything. Not necessarily make it like a screamy thing, but just like add another weird voice doing another weird thing.
Yeah. Something people can kind of pick out.
Yeah, kind of. And it also just adds a sense of aggression to it because I didn't want this guy to yell with his pretty voice, so this guy's yelling.
We don't mind if your voice gets messed up.
Well, he's a screamer, so he can do that. He's also got a really nice voice because he's the one singing the verses. But yeah, he's. Oh my gosh, what the heck is this? What in the world is happening? We have a Discord with people from the people that listen to the podcast, and a buddy of mine is, because we just had a girl on that talked about sync, and we were talking about trying to get placements and trying to get people in, trying to get ends with people and all that kind of stuff, and so we got people talking about it in the Discord right now. That's really sick. You know what sync placement is? Sync music. It's like when you sell music for like when you license music for TV and film. For like ads and stuff. So you can write music specifically for that stuff. We had a girl on our podcast this week who was talking about all that, and it ended up being a really good conversation. Let me check. I'm also going to check and make sure that the stream. Who was talking about all that? Cool. Cool. Last one time I was streaming and the vocal was like doing a weird choppy thing. Yeah. So I had to reset this. Ever since I've done that, it's been fine. But all right, so
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing.
just chaos. Absolute chaos. Let's pull all the screaming down here. Get it out of the way. Mute it.
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run everything? No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run everything you love?
All right. So what we'll probably do is just like worry about the main part of the chorus.
No matter what you do, no matter what you do, no matter what you do, it's the wrong thing.
Do you want to try your hand at tuning this
Wrong.
vocal?
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you?
So if you have the different tools up here. So pointer tool allows you to grab, move around. If you hold stuff, it plays the note that it's at. If you need to flatten anything, you click this and hold it, and it is the pitch modulator tool. And then if you see something with a lot of drift, you can have the drift tool, which will do things like
Wrong.
it'll just do it's a different version of that. It's basically like a tilt plug-in for the note. And then timing wise, we're not going to really worry about it, but if you were to do timing, it's that tool. If you hover over it, it says timing tool. And then this is the split tool, and a note separation tool allows you to cut something like so. So like if there's a note that was supposed to be two notes, but it's reading it for some reason as one note, you can cut it and then move it around. But yeah, if you want to give it a go, feel free. Let me get you started.
As far as playing back the track, do you usually just click onto there?
Why is this not? There we go. Yeah, so what I normally do is it's this chorus main track, and then yeah, I'll just.
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they?
So I'll do this first section for you so you can watch me do it. I'm going to zoom in. And we're.
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you? No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know that? Don't you? No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they? No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run everything? No, they run everything you love. Don't you know they run everything you love?
There you go. Yeah, just try to do this section. That section right there.
Gotcha.
Give it a go. Give it a go.
Let's see, and then the playback is just
Spacebar.
gotcha. Oh, I'm not used to this mouse.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it feels heavy. Dang. What the?
And it's okay if you don't like it.
Sensitivity's raw.
But and it's okay if you don't like it. And it's okay if you don't like. And it's okay if you don't like. And it's okay if you don't like it. And it's okay if you don't like it. There's no time to fight. And it's okay if you don't like it. There's no time to fight. And it's okay if you don't like it. There's no time to fight it. You're never gonna have it. And it's okay if you don't like it. There's no time to fight it. You're never gonna have enough.
Seemed like there was just that one note. I think there was just one that really stood out. You know, the more intricate kind of sounding stuff.
Yeah.
And it's okay if you don't like it. There's no.
Right there. Okay, if you. It wants to go down, but it's pulling it up. This is where we use note separation tool. And we split it. And then we go back to here. And then
Don't.
you can. I like to use this one to like pull it down by cents.
And it's okay if you don't like it. There.
I don't like it. So let's drag that out.
And it's okay if you don't like it. There's no time to fight it. You're never.
And then like this.
And it's okay if you don't like it.
And like that. Way too wobbly. So we're gonna pitch modulation tool. We're gonna squash it.
And it's okay if you don't like it. There's no time to fight it. You're never gonna have enough.
But yeah, outside of that, couple things. Sounds great.
And it's okay if you don't like it. There's no time to fight it. You're never gonna have enough.
Cool. Moving on.
So buy what you want.
Overshot that one.
So buy what you want, do what you want, dissociate from everything you buy.
Oh. Got crazy there.
You want, dissociate from you want, dissociate from you want, dissociate from everything. You want, dissociate from everything you buy. You want, dissociate from everything you buy. We're begging you back. You want, dissociate from everything you buy. We're begging you ignore it, please.
Ignore it.
Or it. You want, dissociate from everything you buy. We're begging you ignore it. Please keep asking for. Begging you ignore it. Please keep asking for it. Consume until the day you die.
Cool. There's that bit. And we got to do the whole thing one more time. I'm going to delete all that space. On all these.
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Wrong. No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they wrong? No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they wrong? Don't you know they run everything you love? Do it's the.
He's trying to put like more stuff into his voice, which is fine, but it makes it way wavier.
Don't you know they run? Don't you know they run every? Don't you know they run everything? Don't you know they run everything you love? And it's okay if.
All right, cool. I think from here.
But you know they run everything you love. And it's okay if you don't like it. There's no time to fight it. You don't like it. There's no time.
There.
No, you don't like it. There's no time to fight it. You're never gonna have enough.
So now we're just gonna go through and do like very broad sweeps. We're not gonna be as particular because he's getting crazy, and like that's supposed to add to the cacophony of the stuff because things are gonna get kind of wacky.
Never gonna have enough. So buy what you want, do what you want, dissociate from everything you buy. We're begging you, ignore it. Please keep asking for it. Consume until the day you die.
Cool. And then the double. We're gonna do the very
No
same.
matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you? No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know that? Don't. No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run everything you love? And it's okay if you don't like it. There's no time to fight it. You're never gonna have enough. So buy what you want, do what you want, dissociate from. Never gonna have enough. So buy what you want, do what you want. Never gonna have enough. So buy what you want, do what you want, dissociate. So buy what you want, do what you want, dissociate from everything you buy. We're begging you, ignore it. Please keep asking for it. Consume until the day you die. Do what you want, dissociate from everything you buy. We're begging you, ignore it. Please keep asking for it. Consume until the day you die.
Ah.
From everything. Consume until.
Yeah, this one needs to be lifted.
Consume until the day.
Till the.
Consume until the day you die. No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Consume until the what? Matter what. No matter. No matter what you do, it's the wrong. No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run everything you love? And it's okay if you don't like it.
Got too crazy.
Everything you love. And it's okay if it's everything you love. And it's okay if you don't like it. Everything you love. And it's okay if you don't like it. There's no time to fight it. You're never gonna have enough. So buy what you want, do so buy what you want, so buy what you want, do what you want, buy.
I'm gonna make this make sense.
So buy what you want, do what you want, dissociate from everything you buy. We're begging you, ignore it, please keep asking for it. Consume until the day you die.
Cool. So he's just gonna live right there. And then the other side, it looks like he gets wilder.
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run everything you love? And it's okay if you don't like it. There's no time to fight it. You're never gonna have enough. Dissociate from everything you buy. We're begging you, ignore it. Please keep asking for it. Consume until the day you die.
That was kind of cool.
Asking for it. Consume until.
This one needs to come flat, though.
Asking for it. Consume until the day you die. Asking for it. Consume until the day you die. No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they're ruin everything you love? And it's okay if you don't like it. There's no time to fight it. You're never gonna have enough. So buy what you want, do what you want. Dissociate from everything you buy. We're begging you, ignore it. Please keep asking for it. Consume until the day you die.
Cool.
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run everything you love?
And then, like, I'll probably go through here and, like, bump this up a little bit.
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run everything you love? And it's okay if you don't like it. There's no time to fight it. You're never gonna have enough. So buy what you want, do what you want. Dissociate from everything you buy. We're begging you, ignore it. Please keep asking for it. Consume until the day you die.
So that's kind of the idea where, like, they're kind of all, like, meshing together and, like, going in and out of each other. So I'll probably have to go through and, like, find key places I want to highlight in each of the vocal, and then, like, pull those up and then pull them back down, and then pull those up and pull other parts down.
Will you automate the volume or?
Yeah, so I in Pro Tools they have something called volume trim, and I tend to automate the volume trim so that if I am like, well, I want this whole vocal to come down a dB, I can still just go, and it doesn't, and like it makes the relative changes to whatever I have.
It's okay if you don't like it. There's no time to fight it. You're never gonna have enough. So buy what you want, do what you want. Dissociate from everything you buy. We're begging you, ignore it. Please keep asking for it. Consume until the day you die.
And then when you get here, it'll automatically jump those up.
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing.
But then I can still make other changes if I need to. So, yeah, I really like that. There's a workaround for it, and I don't know enough about Logic to know if there's a version of that in Logic. But there's a workaround for it in Ableton. You use the utility. Use a utility plugin essentially, and it gives you a secondary volume gain knob. So you automate that, and then you use your actual track volume to
Logic, you could probably put in a plugin and then
just automate the output of that plugin.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could, I think there's a gain plugin.
Yeah.
In Logic. So just do that. Like put that at the end of your chain in Logic, and then automate the gain on that as your like automation lane. That way you can still, bro, that saves you so much time. That saves you an incredible amount of time. That's like a life tip of, I don't know, being able to get stuff done significantly faster. It's crazy. And then the rest of it's just yelling. so I'm gonna go ahead and just copy all this down. Let's mess with the scream vocal a little bit. Let's see what I can, because I normally like doing some interesting like distortion parallel stuff with it sometimes, or there's some really good plugins. I trust this to, I'll come back to this and finish that later. In fact, I'm just gonna go ahead and just like put it at 60%, and it'll probably be close enough to be fine for now.
Hey, if you don't like it, there's no time to fight it. You're never gonna have enough. So buy what you want, do what you want, do what you want.
But this is like the main lead over that part. So like these more become all BGVs, and then this becomes the real main vocal. And I probably will end up using the delay part on this, actually.
No matter what you do, it's the don't you know they run everything you love. They run everything you love. It's okay if you don't like it. They're never gonna have enough. So buy what you want, do what you want. Everything you buy, from everything you buy. We're begging you, ignore it, please. Keep asking for it. Consume until they say you consume. No matter what you do, it's the don't you know they run everything you love. They run everything you love. It's okay if you don't like it. There's no time to fight it. You're never gonna have enough. So buy.
Dude can freaking sing. So now we'll go to the screaming part. I will not need the auto-tune plugin on that. So
Matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run everything you love? Yeah, it's okay if you don't like it.
cool. So what I tend to do with scream stuff is I put on some sort of distortion plugin.
Like Decapitator.
So that's why I normally use Decap. Yeah, I normally use Decapitator. And then I like turn the mix all the way wet, and then like dial it in. The amount.
Matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run everything you love? Yeah, it's okay if you don't like it. There's no time to fight it. Never gonna have enough.
I like that N one.
So buy what you want, do what you want. Dissociate from everything you buy. We're begging you, ignore it. Please keep asking for it. Consume until they say you consume. No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing. Don't you know they run everything you love?
It's supposed to be like that, where it's like more of an aggression in the background kind of thing.
No matter what you do, it's the wrong thing.
And then literally this is just accents for certain words. So we're just going to use the same settings from Decap and all that there. Because the
Ignore it, please keep asking for it.
except I'm going to make it fully wet. And see how that sounds. That sounds sick. Let's make it darker though. Yeah. So it's just a cacophony of stuff. I'm not super worried about it making any kind of sense right now, because it's not supposed to. Because all of this is going to end up getting washed away by a giant reverb. So that's where I think the reverb starts there at that when that chorus starts is when the reverb starts taking over. Yeah, and it basically takes the course of like the rest of the song to like fully transition over. But yeah, it's a nice little. It's actually a very cool because it's going to transition into the next song, which is super cool. So it'll go, and then in mastering, I'm gonna like fade that like in over the next song. So it's gonna be a nice like into the next thing. So yeah, that is roughly that. let us look at the next song. I can show you the next song, but the song that's going to go into. So it's just going to the tail. I'm just going to let the tail go because the next song is like super chill. So it'll into this.
Parent says to child, don't wake from your dream. It will take everything you have to form the lines.
So this is
that
I
feed
use
us to the
vocal line
sun.
for all of these parts, and they turned out really cool.
There is a place where love will consume us. Time can resume love, and it will be enough. The dreams that you have of joy without burden, of longing and yearning will be unconcerning. No giant too tall, no wound too unclean, no weight left to carry, no time left to hurry, a story to tell, with chapters unending. The choir is singing, the pain is receding.
It's very cool. It's a very cool little thing. And then the last song, what's this? We're gonna look at. I don't remember. I have not looked at this in a very long time, so I actually don't remember what this looks like. So this is gonna be an adventure for both of us.
I saw you were working with Fawn
Mm-hmm.
today.
Yep.
How's that session? I heard she was looking to do was she trying to
It
make
just
songs?
write some stuff. It was just like an hour-long writing session. Yeah, it wasn't anything too crazy. Yeah, we worked through some ideas that I thought were pretty cool, actually. But yeah, we have to sit on them for a bit and like figure out how to. It's a bunch of poetry and stuff, so turning that into music can be really hard sometimes if it's not written in like a song-y format, if that makes sense. So
Yeah, whenever I'm sitting and thinking of lyrics, I'll have two lists. One where I just have stuff that subject matters, and then I'll have another one where I form it and I think of a cadence
mm-hmm.
and how it could fit into a song, usually around a certain theme, and that helps get past any formatting problems.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to do this, share, create post. While this is doing its thing. Very Midwest emo.
Wait, does it get easier than this?
It looks like I already did some work on this one, actually.
Are we ever punished for our sins? Does the weight we carry make us stronger, or does it shatter us to bits? They made the mark we seem to miss. Replaced the truth with the ground we kissed. If the weight we carry makes us stronger, then what can make us unclench our fists? If the meaning's never found, if these words are only sound, no greater plan and nothing more, could this be what you're looking for? Is this all there is?
Yeah.
A life of pain and a solemn hymn. What if we sang it loud? What if we loved enough? Could the pain be worse than 1,000 cuts? If life moves ever onward, why are we dwelling on the dust? Abandon everything.
It's super catchy, right?
Embrace the truth of an endless change. If the meaning's never found, if these words are only sound, no greater plan. Or could this be what you're looking for? Will the dream fade over time?
Yeah, they're pretty edited.
Find the strength inside. There's no end other than death. Let's try savor all the rest.
There's more screaming here.
Passing through time.
I gotta parse through this crap. It's basically just a bunch of people speaking, and I have to like highlight random pieces.
The mind is a thief, crippled by complacency. Nothing is narrow, no guiding force to see. Happiness or grief, it's what it's meant to be. What if the lack of meaning is what sets us free?
Passing through time, affected by blinding light, sending through vectors that we may never find. The mind is a thief, crippled by complacency. Nothing is narrow, no
Yup. There's a couple things that probably could be done on this. A lot of it actually, I probably need to like get the. Cause there's a bunch of automation that needs to be done on some of these guitars and basses and stuff. Cause like this part.
Are we dwelling if the meaning's never?
Like all that feels pretty cool. I need to actually pull my mastering bus on because it's not on here.
If the meaning's never found, if these words are only sound, no greater plan and nothing more. Could this be what you're looking for? Will the dream fade over time? Will we? Inside there's
All right. So like. So like that part probably needs to when it drops. Needs to come down a little bit, and then. All build right here. I think it was, what was it? We did, I think it was, I mean, it was an amp sound. I think it was like a Vox style amp. Or maybe I found a Fender. I know this one was a Fender style. I think this might have been a Vox style or like an orange style. I'm like 90% sure we use Native Instruments guitar rig for all of this. This was all MIDI drums that I printed. Getting this whole section to be right was a freaking pain in the butt.
Yeah, it has that mid.
I love the snare on that kit, dude. It sounds so good.
Yeah.
It's a combo of a trigger kit, and so that's the snare from the kit, and then that's the trigger. Adds a nice ring to it. That's so.
Hard does it drop velocities on your printing drums, or is it?
You can do it in the MIDI, and then it'll just print. Yeah, it's just printable.
Does it take a while to kind of have to feel out, or do you
That part took a minute, just because it was so specific. But like, really, once I got into,
like it's loud and sure?
like, that all didn't take very long to do. And this part took a while just because it was building. But like, this part's easy. And then this fill was annoying. Two, three, four. I just played it like a drummer would play it. to like. So like mainly what I'm doing is getting all that to feel right, so I know where the vocals also need to sit. So like
There is no plan, but love can still save us. Your dreams are all you have. The future's in your hands. There is still hope if you make your own purpose. Time hasn't run out. Don't give in to your doubt.
that sounds really cool now.
Blinding light, sending through specters that we may never find. The mind is a thief, rebelled by complacency. Nothing is narrow, no guiding force is seen. Lack of meaning is what sets us free. Happiness.
So we'll probably do the similar move that we did with the screaming vocal on the other song. Do this setup, except I'll get rid of one of the tracks of I think I have a noise suppressor on it in the very beginning of the chain. There we go. Oh no. It did it to all of them. Undo.
It took so long to load.
I was like, why is it taking so long to load? I was going to take so long to load to undo. All right, there we go. Yeah, so just you. There we go. All right, and then we'll get rid of that, and then we'll come down here, and then we'll add Decapitator. I don't want to use a similar setting. I think I liked that in. We were freaking cranky.
What if the happiness or grief? It's what it's meant to be. What if the lack of meaning is what sets us free? Happiness or grief? It's what it's meant to be.
Yeah, that sounds sick.
Is narrow, no guiding force is seen. What if the lack of meaning is what sets us free? Happiness or grief? It's what it's meant to be. What if the lack of meaning is what sets us free? Happiness or grief? It's what it's meant to be.
Sick. And then we'll bring these down for all of these. All these other guys. And then those will just be quieter.
So when you're dragging them down, you're just copying it.
I'm just using the option, at least for now. I'll go back through and probably tweak individual settings.
Passing through time.
like the single vocal.
Happiness or grief, it's what it's meant to be. What if the lack of meaning is what sets us free? Happiness or grief, it's what it's meant to be. There is no plan, but love can still save us. Your dreams are all you have. The future's in your hands. There is still hope if you make your own purpose. Time hasn't run out. Don't give in to your
These toms are so loud. There we go. Much better. These toms are so loud. Holy crap.
Nothing more. Could this be what you're looking for? Will the dream fade over time? Will we find the strength inside? There's no end other than death. Let's try to savor all the rest.
So yeah. Then it starts getting a little crazy. But yeah. It's in a pretty good spot. I need to tweak it a little bit before I send it tonight, but overall I think it's in a pretty good spot. Yeah. We've had 10 people come through. Not too many chatters, but probably some lingerers today. Sick. Yeah, we've been running for like 2 hours. So, yeah. Do you have any questions for me on stuff?
One thing it was a kind of a thought that came up. How often do you record things just for the sake of it, and just to get like another idea? Like, you might not incorporate it, but you record multiple different, say, instrument parts or drum parts or vocal parts.
Like for a song?
Yeah, and you'll fade them in, see if you like it, and if not, you can just get rid of it. How often do you do that?
Not super often, because normally that takes time that I don't have. Normally it's I'm moving super quickly, and so I'm trying to like find the right part.
Yeah.
Now sometimes if we're in the middle of trying to find the right part, and I have like 3 other parts that I think are pretty cool that I might like for different sections, or maybe we might change our mind or something like that, I'll keep it. I normally don't get rid of stuff. But yeah. Oh, what are you doing on Monday? At night.
It's coming Monday.
Yeah, the 20th.
Let me check my calendar just in case.
I think it's the 22nd.
22nd, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm doing anything.
Sick. We have a session with James to record the band for that song that you were with the other day.
Ooh.
The October song. It's colder in October. Yeah. Yeah, we're doing that song, but with the band, at 101.
So you're gonna you have already had like the acoustic and kind of demo track. Is he gonna recut the acoustic there?
I'm gonna have him recut the acoustic, and then what we'll have is 2 different versions, because I think that version is already pretty good.
Yeah.
But it's by itself, it works by itself, but I don't think it's gonna work in context with a band. He might perform it differently when there's drums and bass and guitar and stuff on it. So yeah.
Unless like life makes it not happen, yeah, I'd love to attend that and see the
Yeah.
product come together.
Yeah, that's like, yeah, because you were there from the beginning of that one. So I figured you'd enjoy that. But yeah. Do you guys use Pro Tools? John Perriard. Yes, I am using Pro Tools currently. Well, yeah, you may have just popped in. I'm using Pro Tools currently to do the stuff that we're working on right now.
I mainly work through Logic, but I'm gonna end up picking up Pro Tools because isn't it considered a standard?
Yeah, it's like a general standard for like most studios. Like the session we're going to be in on Monday will be all Pro Tools stuff. But yes, John, are you in Pro Tools or are you checking out a different DAW or something? Let us know. Yeah, I want to listen to this just without the vocals. Hey man, you know, it works, bro. If you getting what you want out of it, that's sick. I use a Zoom for field recordings, and then I've done a couple songs where I've actually ended up using a Zoom field recorder and then imported just that audio. Oh, nice, John. Yeah. Appreciate you hopping in and saying what's up. Thank you, man. Yeah, I'm in my house as well, so this is just like my house. But yeah, thanks, man. I mainly work and talk about stuff for home studio, so if I got a bunch of good stuff if that's something you're interested in. But yeah, having a Zoom with an SD card, I mean, it works, bro. I know a lot of guys that are cutting like acoustic records or like folk records on that kind of stuff. And yeah, I mean, it works. I mean, it's still going through like a mixing and mastering process, but from like a production and recording standpoint, sometimes that's all you need. Well, yeah, thanks, John, for stopping in and saying what's up, dropping in chat, man. Yeah, I'll stay on another stream sometime. Trying to do it pretty similar, pretty regularly if I can. So, yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate the love.
Thanks.
If the meaning's never found, passing through time, vectored by blinding light, sifting through specters that we may never find. The mind is a thief, crippled by complacency, Nothing is narrow, no guiding force to see. Happiness or grief, it's what it's meant to be. What if the lack of meaning is what sets us free? Passing through time, vectored by blinding light, sending through specters that we may never find. The mind is a thief, rebel by complacency. Nothing is narrow, no guiding force to see. What if the lack of meaning is what sets us free? Happiness or grief, it's what it's meant to be. What if the lack of meaning is what sets us free? Happiness or grief, it's what it's meant to be. There is no plan, but love can still save us. Your dreams are all you have. The future's in your hands. There is still hope if you make your own purpose. Time hasn't run out. Don't give in to your doubt.
Hate it when it does that. Sometimes you ask too much of it. And it doesn't like you. But yeah. Cool. Well, that'll probably be it for today. Cause I mean, I got most of it done that I needed to get done. So, and it's 3:30, which is a really good time to stop. Cause also we've been at it for 2 hours and 15 minutes. So I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna open this session back up real quick and make sure nothing went crazy. Also, Protos does a really good job of saving backups. That is October of last year, so this is probably closer to where I want to be. 19th at 3:14. $325. That's what I'm looking for. Let's see if you are any closer. Nope. You're the one I'm looking for. Don't save. Because this should have a lot of the changes that I made. I made some balance changes and all that kind of stuff. So that's one thing. Pro Tools saves in the background every like 5 minutes or so, like that automatically, which is super convenient.
Yeah. Because if it were to just crash and didn't have that.
Yeah, everything would be gone. So. Yeah, it feels good. Save. And then we're going to go to here and save it as that and save we're over that. Yes, replace. Sweet. And then we'll save it again because I moved something. Dope. Sweet. That's a pretty good little day. Turn on some music. If anybody's watching this after the fact, thanks for coming through. Drop a comment if you have any questions about anything that I did, and I will try to get to you. And yeah, thanks so much for the people that came through and said what's up, even if they just like hung around for a half a second. Like John and Kane and Dinosaurs, who I met last stream, who's really cool. Does a bunch of EDM stuff. So yeah. Thanks so much for coming and hanging out, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Probably next week at some time around the same time. But yeah, later. Sweet. Yeah.